Hello everyone, welcome back to Homestuck. I made sure to rest my voice plenty well today. I'm a little bit less sick. This should go a bit better. We'll see. We are going to move on, which I assume means we're going to meet Dave 2 and Miss Lalonde. I'm still campaigning that Bro's real name is going to be Dave the Second. It would be so funny. And also a paradox if both of them are so kind of self-absorbed and ironic that they would name each other Dave, and it creates Daves forever. I would love that. We'll see. Okay, we're done here. Moving on. Oh, here we are. All right. Hi, Michael Cera. Was he in John's house? I don't remember that. You are suddenly Jane again, or you suddenly keep being Jane. Who can say for sure? Hopefully your dad is still out back washing the car. Ideally, this is one of his legendary infinite car washes. What can you say? Dad fancies his automotive oblations. While he's preoccupied, you should be able to sneak downstairs and grab the mail undetected. The perfect crime? You bet. You slip the hallway Sarah a furtive wink for good luck. Examine portrait. Is Bing Crosby. Just one of your dad's bland hallway douchebags. Another example of his cornball dad tastes, which make you roll your eyes and shrug. Still, it's preferable to how it used to be. Years ago, he would work really hard to mimic your interests throughout the household. Gaudy paintings of sitcom legends covering the walls, hideous detective figurines littered everywhere. You'd think it's better that he embrace his own interests rather than try to pander to yours. It felt a bit forced, and your early teen years were filled with daily rounds of familial strife. Not so much anymore. Now, whenever there's a father-daughter disagreement, you settle things in an adult fashion by being honest about your feelings and talking it through, and also by sneaking around the house in silly disguises. Excellent. Take a peek into the living room. John's ashes. There's a familiar face, a friendly face. Old Pop Crocker, smiling from beyond. Your dad sure misses him. He doesn't like to talk about the day he died. Some incident involving a tall bookshelf, a ladder, and a mysterious young woman in a suspicious-looking hat. You have often fantasized about putting on your dirty old fedora and your Frenchest-looking mustache to go tracking down this felonious broad and bring her to justice. But your dad always says it's best to let sleeping dogs lie. There's some other plucky-looking tool there next to him. Don't know who that guy is. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is either. Another hard-boiled Anderson. Even though your dad isn't overbearing with all the detective nonsense anymore, he decided to leave this one here for old time's sake. It brings back memories of his very short-lived stint as a private eye. Turns out the police aren't as grateful as you'd think when ordinary citizens go around roughing up a lot of crooks. An explanation for his hand-to-hand combat expertise. I love the framed portrait of a pipe on the wall. Very nice. And just shaving cream on the end table. a little jester. Also, why is there a fridge in front of the door? You're afraid this might be the case. Your dad has blocked the front door with the refrigerator. Looks like he's taking the grounding seriously this time. Okay, he can just do that. Check window. I guess with captcha cards, you could do whatever you want. He padlocked the windows, too. You'd bet boombucks to donuts the back door is blocked as well. Probably with the safe from the study or something. The man means business this time. You aren't about to go smashing glass and making a ruckus, though. You'll need a solution involving more stealth. You guess you have a plan in mind as a last resort, but you'd rather not come to that. Consult with Pop. Oh, we have the stuffed figure, and I guess Jake has the ashes on a mantle somewhere. I guess above the same fireplace, probably, huh? You figure a little wisdom from your elder couldn't hurt. It practically went without saying your dad keeps Pop stuffed and mounted in front of the fireplace, as is the family tradition. Pop grew up with his legendary humorous grandfather stuffed in front of the fireplace, and so did his grandfather. This was stipulated firmly in the will, at the end of a long list of joke stipulations. Dad knew the real stipulations, though. It's funny. You always did find it a little macabre, though. Trying to watch TV and eat dinner on the couch with a dead old man standing about 5 feet away. You'd honestly prefer he not be kept here in the living room. Sometimes you tell Dad you really want Pop in the attic. He says the mere fact you call it that tells him you're not ready. Okay. What's that, Pop? It seems he's concerned that you may not be properly equipped. You prove it to him that you indeed had no intention of leaving the house without your trusty joke book. Trusty and deadly. Yes, I am going out with... Okay, well, this is her talking, so... Yes, I am going out with this book. No, I will not get an unabridged copy. No, I will not take yours. I can hardly even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? It will be fine. This is a perfectly funny book, and it contains many incredibly funny jokes. Oh, will you just stop it? I'm going now. Good day. On second thought, take the book. You just remembered something your alien friend said about the big old book downstairs and trusting words written by your own hand. What the heck did she mean by that? Whoops. Sorry, Pop. Retrieve arm. Better pick that up. You'll try to repair it later before Dad sees it and blows a gasket. Read inscription again. Daunting text. Magical frivolity. And practical japery. Okay, it's going to be down here. I won't mess this up again. Is your friend suggesting that you were the one who wrote this inscription? Okay, well, it's the same inscription from Nana. So this book came from the other timeline. Oh, that's weird. But okay. Is your friend suggesting that you were the one who wrote this inscription? You find that idea a bit hard to swallow. Still, your friends are always babbling about time travel. You always thought this inscription was written by your pop-pop by his nana, or to your pop-pop by his nana, who was your great-great-grandmother, the founder of the corporation you'll inherit in a few years. The message has always been a fascinating mystery to you, and probably was to him as well. Yeah, definitely. From the way it's written, it seems it was intended for him to receive after her death. She talks about a journey he is supposedly meant to go on. Uh-oh, hold on. Alright, I apologize for the interruption. I had some tussling cats to untussle. They're fine. Where was I now? From the way it's written, it seems it was intended for him to receive after her death. She talks about a journey he is supposedly meant to go on. You wonder if that adventure ever took place, or if the note was just one last jape by an old woman from a proud family of pranksters. Yeah. Although I guess technically now it never did take place, because the universe doesn't exist. Or it got reset, or whatever. She goes on about many fantastical-sounding things he supposedly would have found on his journey, like agents, exiles, underlings, denizens, and heirs of breath and seers of light and stuff like that. Wait, didn't your friend mention those too? In any case, this message to Pop-Pop from his sweet old Nana is the best evidence you have to dispute all this evil Batterwitch nonsense. She clearly cared for her grandson very much, and would never start a company responsible for the things it's accused of, let alone be alive today to perpetrate them. But then, if she wasn't the one who wrote it... The thought makes you very nervous. You suddenly remember your dream. What did it mean? You should talk to Jake about all this. Bother Jake. Oh, great. I get to go back to Jake English. Jay, how goes the bunny quest? I've barely even begun. Tell me about it. You're off to a sluggish start too then, I gather. Dad has the whole house in full fatherly lockdown mode. Talk about blowing a few measly assassination attempts way out of proportion. So I'm currently mulling over my next move. What is it that has you hamstrung? Did you ever track down the slippery Mr. Strider? Not exactly. His stupid double glasses have set me on a wild goose chase to go pry his dumb robot's chest open and swipe its uranium. Sounds dangerous. No shit. I think I'd rather deal with the monsters. Why is it that our two best friends in the world always seem to place themselves at the source of all of our problems, while simultaneously presenting the only solutions? I know, right? I'm debating whether or not to enlist his help in the matter of my current imprisonment, but I'd rather keep it as a plan of last resort. Don't do it, Jane. It's a trap. I know that from my Star Wars movies. We'll see. So, I take it you're out and about now? Hell no. I spent so much time haggling with those confounded shades, I'm only leaving my room just now. Right, well, not to keep you too long, since we both still have our missions ahead of us, but I wanted to tell you about the dream I had. Every time I read that sentence, I read it in the Snapcube dub cadence of, I want to tell you about a dream I had. Tell us in excruciating detail, Tails. Well, bye. Anyway, Oh yeah, I was curious about that. Tell me everything and make it snappy. Whips up a bucket of freshly popped corn. Who? I don't know why the combination of who and this face makes me laugh. Okay, but I should say that the nature of the dream was a bit worrisome, and I'm concerned it may have implications for the game we're about to play, so it's probably best that I tell you about it before you leave. Well, shoot. Then lay it on me, Jane. Oh, Prospect. I woke up on a planet which we have been told to remember by our mutual acquaintance. The one covered in golden cities. Prospect, remember? Oh, wouldn't it be Prospect's moon? Yes, you're right. It was the moon, actually. I could see the planet on the dark horizon. I was dressed in a golden dress, like a sort of nightgown, and I could fly. I left my bedroom, which was at the top of the tall tower. Surrounding me were the gold cities, just as described. Behind the skyline was darkness, but just above was a bright blue sky and puffy white clouds. That was Skya. Yes, probably. Are you sure you haven't woken up there before? I wish. I've received reports from Jade about this as well. She liked to talk about her dreams on Prospect's moon a lot. Yeah, poor Jade. Never gets to go back. Sad. Well, I guess maybe she could in this timeline. I see. The impression I have developed is that this is supposed to be a real place, and all who dream there have shared experiences. Did Jade ever mention seeing us there? No, but why would she? It was long before we were born. She was dreaming there like 100 years ago or something. Anyway. There they are, little denizens. They're alive again. I explored the moon and began to notice people gathering in the streets, but they weren't human. They were funny-looking, perfectly white little creatures. Yes, those are Prospitians. Did I get that right when I was trying to guess what it would be in like a previous episode? I think I said Prospitites. Close. They have these hard carapace shells and also have something to do with chess, I think. Well, I don't know if they have much to do with chess here. The more closely I observed, the more they appeared somewhat despondent. Like, sad? Yes, I determined they were in mourning, actually. Hey, Jane, you said I was in this dream. Where do I come in? Shoosh! I'm getting there. Why are they sad? Do they know about the broken timeline? Or is the queen dead or something? I don't know how that would happen. More and more Prospitians were firing out of the buildings every moment. They all began to form a single major procession. When I got closer, I could see that some were in tears, and I realized this was a funeral. Wow, okay. I heard whispers, but couldn't make out what they were saying, so I got closer. They were all saying the same thing over and over. The page is dead. Our hope is lost. The page is dead. The page? Well, who's that? Oh, it's him. How would he die in his dreams? I don't know. Jake, the page was you. Oh. Drat, are you sure? Yes, I saw your body lying on a sort of coffin on a bed of flowers. You are dead as a doornail. Everyone was so distraught, including me, Wah. But before I could get too horribly upset, let alone make sense of any of it, I woke up. I, of course, immediately wanted to tell you all about it. But it was still well before sunrise for you, and you were surely still asleep. Then as the day went on, I guess I became distracted by other things. You know how it is. I hope I'm not too late to warn you, though to be frank, I don't have the foggiest clue what it is I'm warning you about. Dear Jake, please do try not to have already died in my dream, like while you were sleeping perhaps peacefully. Yeah, I see your point. Still, I think you'll agree that it's to be viewed as a troubling omen. I care very much for you, and I don't know what I'd do if I lost you both in my dreams and here in this world. So for whatever good it does, please be extra careful out there today. Roger that, Janie. And, same goes to you about being careful with these various rogues accosting you with foul play lately and whatnot. Because, well, I sure do care about a lot about you too, you know. Hooray! Will do. Wink. Now, let's get this silly old adventure off to the races before the coat of dust that's growing gets any thicker. Booyah! Okay, good luck, Jane, and keep me posted. See ya! Golgotha's terror. Get silly old adventure. Off to the races. Well, it's me. Is his house shaped like a gun? It is overrun by pumpkins, so... yeah, it's got some gun-like qualities. Did the pumpkins overtake the whole place? Or are we on a different island? Yeah, it doesn't appear we're on an island at all. How could this happen? I don't know. Examine pumpkin patch. Although these pumpkin vines are amazingly prolific, every morning when you leave your bedroom, you'd swear half the pumpkins vanished overnight. It's probably just the fauna eating them. Not that it matters, because they keep growing right back. Somebody's purifying them in the future, I guess. It wasn't always overgrown like this. When you first discovered the transmaterializer, you started messing around with it haphazardly. You kept purifying pumpkins from somewhere. It was just pumpkin after pumpkin, until one time a copy of the bunny you inherited from Grandma showed up. Much less old and tattered, of course. All that fooling around was before you realized how precious its fuel would be. Such a good waste of uranium. Okay, so yeah, you purified your own pumpkins, man. You brought all the surplus pumpkins home and left them lying about. Then the seeds sprouted and started growing out of control. You guess that's what happens when you introduce non-indigenous flora into the wilderness. Be completely oblivious to the thing in the background. Huh? Was there a thing in the background in the last scene? Yeah, there's some sort of giant dragon. Oh, good. You successfully failed to notice it. Wait, notice what? You don't even know what we're talking about here. It doesn't matter for now, because suddenly a wild chum assails you with banter. Okay, Lalonde. Is this gonna be like the Becquerel for Jake? Oh dear. Like a giant snake dragon? Well, it doesn't look good. Oh, the volcano is still here though. Okay. Weird. Oh, hold on. I think I know what might have changed everything. The meteorite containing the frog temple might not be here. And if the meteorite never landed on this island, then the huge bay that we're used to would be a big forest instead at the center of the island. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, this thing also has 4 eyes just like Lalonde's cat, so we'll see if that goes anywhere. Josh! Okay, I gotta tune up this voice. I'm gonna take a drink of water. These two are going to role play, I see at the bottom here. Let me cough, too. Just get it out of my system. Okay, I'm good. So, like, this was what I did before, but maybe I make it a little bit more like Rose. Like a slightly smoother Rose. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It's a little close to Vriska, but not that close. And now that my voice is a little bit better, I can actually pull it off without coughing every 3 seconds. Okay, let's try it. Holy shit, Jaj. Lol. Okay. Howdy. What is all this commotion about? Nothing. Just your basic run-of-the-mill holy shit. And also, hi. Okay then. Hello it is. Also, want to know, what do you want for your Wiggling Day? Okay. I'm not really abreast of the raddest jargon that the cool kids toss about these days. Maybe because I live alone on an island. I don't know. But in any case, are you referring to my upcoming birthday? Yes. I see. Very thoughtful of you to consider so early. I don't wager I could advise with much specificity, but I can all but assure you I will find any gesture of yours to be totally capital. You are so fucking adorable. Rings at kerchief with perspiring mitts. Yoink! Nabs kerfief and stops RPing for rest of chat. I was only bringing it up so much in advance because of the end of the world about to happen and all. And then I wouldn't get this chance unless we play this game like a bunch of suckers, obviously. Which would totes kick ass. Oh, and we would all meet up in there and everything, which would totes kick ass. Totes. But if you want to know what I think... Yes? Do ya? I do want to know what you think. I always want to know, because you are always smart and sassy. Best dude. Anyway, I really don't think we should. Should what now? Play the game. Why not? The Baroness wants us to. Baroness. What did she say? Barnoness. I don't know why. Everything I know about it says it should be a good game and really important, and it'll let us all get together and do something great and be best friends for maybe eternity? But she took all that and twisted it somehow. All I know is she's banking on us doing this. And if she needs us to do this, then it's gotta be to make something fucking horrible happen. Horror Bible. Bullseye. Well, Horror Bibles notwithstanding, I have it on terrific authority that playing this game will be incredibly important. So perhaps you're right. Maybe we are part of her evil plan. But does this not necessarily rule out that good will come out of it? I guess not. I just have a bad feeling. Maybe I'm just like this nutty-ass bitch twirling yarn from a shit wizard's nappy brown beard, but I can't bring myself to trust a cake-selling genocidal alien overlord sea queen. Never mind. That sentence checks out. Agreed. So what is the itinerary again? Who's it? Regarding the game. Who's playing the order again, etc.? Oh, is there such an itinerary? Yeah, I think so. I think it's going like, I start with Jane and bring her in the session. Then DS brings me in and you bring him in. And then Jane does you and closes the loop. Where are we getting this intel? Did you guys make a plan or something? Nah, don't worry about it. Do you want me to set you up with the files now? Ooh, these illicit hacked wares, which I hear tell were recently jimmied piping hot off the interclouds. I love that you were barely even joking with that statement. Bup. Yeah, basically. But the silicone pickpocket strikes again. Whom is the wiser? Nobody. Heart. Okay, I'll send it, but... Yeah? Jake? What? Jake? Huh? You're wearing one of your dumb computers right now, aren't you? You are all think-typing at me right now while wearing something ridiculous. Ridiculous? Hogswallop! Why would you even think that? That's so stupid. I'm not letting either of you run this file on your shitty brainwashy propaganda helmets or anything else you got to wear to run. 'Tis my one condition. Fair enough. When I get back from my errand, I'll situate myself at the trusty old Husktop. Acceptable? Yes. Then you have decided to play in spite of your reservations. I don't know, I guess. Bravo! Don't all bravo at me, man. You're just bravoing a big-ass shrug. I mean, maybe. I have every reason to want to play it. I'm actually dying to play it, okay? I mean, you believe me, right? But the bad shit that could happen? Of course I do. What sort of friend would I be if I did not? Okay, well, don't say that to Jabe. Yeah. She has her ways. I believe they are not incongruous with those of an intelligent and discerning young woman. Ah, Christ. What a gentleman. Fix. I mean, goddamn. I guess. But that's the thing with you. You believe in people and also the things they tell you. Jane never believed my crap. Never any of the warnings about the Baroness. Didn't believe any of the stuff about my mom. And so on and so on and soon. Till after a while, I just stopped even trying to convince her hard. Or bring up any crazy shit. Because doing a lot of songs and dances to convince somebody who thinks you're just shitting them all the time kind of wears on a friendship. And who even needs that? But you believe in stuff, probably because the more crazy fake shit you believe in, the more open the world gets and the more chance there is for adventures being real, right? Righto! If a man believes hard enough in imaginary things, then I dare say that makes them slightly less fake. I love this guy, says Tavros. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. Wonk. Wink. Wonk. It's one of those things Jane likes about you so much. It is? Which, I'm not supposed to talk about to you ever, so never mind. Talk about what? Nope. You mean, well, in a way in which I suppose. Nope. Jane is prone to looking upon me with what I fathom to be more than just friendly affection. Nope. Hey, look who didn't say nothing about that. Why is this silly fucking drunk girl over here? It's a tricky issue. And you know I adore Jane, and please don't think I haven't given some thought to, well, that angle of our relationship, I guess. Oof, Jake, no, please. This is a conversation that can't happen because I started it, and I blew it by saying stuff, so you have to forget it. Forget it. Oh, well, I can see the dilemma this causes for your friendship with her, so I'll drop it. Phew. Okay, on this topic. I am now and forever Miss Zupperlips. Miss Weeper Pips. Fuck. Okay, this is me for rough. Zip. Oh my. Nothing is escaping that lovely lady's whistlemaker. It's shut tight as a drum. Mm-hmm. Well, wait. I hope that didn't sound dirty. Mm-hmm. Okay, but may I say this? In the future, I'd like to bring up certain topics completely unsolicited by one who may be sworn to secrecy on such very matters. Am I in need of, I guess, neutral and totally non-compromising advice from a friend? Do you think that Miss Zwipper Pips might unseal those scandalous metal choppers for a bit? Fuck, that also sounded kind of dirty. God damn it. Unzips, yeah, of course. And totes your BFFC, Jake. And I am, like, at peace with that reality, formerly known as a raw fucking deal for what avenues it closes between you and I. That being your BFFC has got to mean, but yeah. Wait, what? I am just chill as fuck about being a pale friend to all varieties of cute and eligible as hell peeps. Did the Empress impose troll romance onto New Earth? Oh my. Oh dear. Well, whatever, sure. Do you see my shoulder and how it says, "Hey friend, please deposit tears here"? That is a legit invite. And it's like sincere as fucking bananas. Oh, I'm sure it is, but I don't know how much crying I'm going to be doing. Probably none, I think. No, I know, I'm just saying that. Okay, I'm not spinning my wheels like a motherfucker, but yeah, the answer is yes. Great! What are you, Tony the Tiger? Great! Okay. And not that I'm back pebbling, but what about that, your best bro? Don't you get to talking to him about girl troubles ever? Yeah, well, like I said, the whole thing is complicated. Best not to get into it until I'm ready to, you know. Really start manhandling these bushel loads of prickly pears. Prickly pears? The pears being the tricky subjects in question, metaphorically. Right. Snickers. Poor Jake, up to his neck in all the woes. Nah, it's cool. Speaking of which, I heard he's making you track down his robo-self to kill it or something for uranium. And the AR disabled the novice setting. Yes. You are so fucked. Oh, most certainly. I was actually just getting all of my final affairs in order when you messaged me. I was to bequeath to you all of my WAB posters. WAB? What? Weekend at Bernie's, dammit. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm always in need of something to put under my cat's shitbox. Okay, tell you what. As an early Wiggling Day thing, you know what I'll do. I still don't think I get the wiggling thing, but no, what? I'll enable the Brobot's novice setting again for you. Wow. Thanks, I think. But that don't count as the whole thing. I'll think of something better, too. For now, peace-o, Jake, and good luck on your RoboQuest. Or RoBroQuest. Tipsy nostalgic. Well, time to Lara Croft this. It is time to get dead serious about hunting down a robot that looks exactly like your best friend. Destroy it with your guns somehow, and steal its uranium. Uranium. But then the thing behind you that you are oblivious to starts grumbling. You totally forgot about the frightening fauna on this island, and its regrettable realness attribute. Turn around. Did she bring Troll Luci here? Because that's just like... That looks like one of them. Right? Am I wrong? You leap into the tropical island fray with an attempt to violently pacify the gigantic Earth Crab Dad. What is he even doing here? The question doesn't even occur to you. The island has been crawling with these things for as long as you can remember. You glance at the crudely rendered battle. Direct your browser to the Homestuck Bandcamp page and browse for suitable battle music. Oh god, there are so many songs. Which one would be a good fit for this duel? Wait, yes, that's the one. That's perfect. You hit play, close your eyes, and become lost in the visions of gnashing crustacean carapace, smoking M9 casings, and Jake doing that thing where he flies around the air, shooting 2 guns at once. Yes, so awesome. Okay, now the cat is back, so give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I do realize we're 30 minutes into the episode now, though, so I could quit anytime I want. Get ready. Fly through the air, shooting 2 guns at once. You do that thing where you fly through the air shooting 2 guns at once. That thing isn't even that big of a deal for you. You do it practically every day on Hell Murder Island. Your furious salvo of deadly bullets scares the frightening fauna off into the jungle. Realness attribute and all. Another triumph for adventure. It's Tinkerbell. Time to blow the smoke off your Berettas and saunter into the... Whoa, not so fast. Behind you, Jake. No, Tinkerbell. Aha! Gotcha, you son of a... Ah, shit, wait. Oh no, it was one of those sweet little fairy bulls. You just murdered him inappropriately with your multi-bullet device. You love those little fairy bulls. Now you feel just awful. Oh, there's a Terezi. Oh wait, it's Brobot. Never mind. Why does he have like... Oh, it's a bush. Never mind. I was gonna say, why does he have like corruption on his lower half? I can't believe his shirt is just a hat. Okay. It only makes sense to stop here for the day. Now that we switch characters again. Oh, boy. I think I at least got a better voice from Miss Lalonde now. Yes, that's so much better. It's like a little slow, because she's like taking her time to type, you know, because she's got to really focus on it. But it's still somewhat like Rose, which is like this, and it's just basically the same thing, but more precise. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. I think I kind of lost Jane's voice in this one, but whatever. It's close enough. It's British, and it's sort of like Jade's, but different, you know. And Jake's is impossible for me to lose, because this is just a voice that I could do all the time. Thank goodness. I can't believe I haven't given any character this voice yet, but it only really works for like an intrepid adventurer type. So, perfect for me, says Jake. And then I don't even know about Dave the Second, which I'm still assuming that's going to be Bro's name. I don't know, because like a slightly deeper Dave is a thing I can do, but I don't know if I want to keep it up, you know? Because like Dave is here, and this could be Bro. It's like a little more intense. I don't know. That's actually not that bad. I can keep that up. But it might get a little confusing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's not really that much different. So we'll maybe figure something out there once we actually see him in real life. In real life, not just a robot. So... The Empress, the Troll Empress, is Betty Crocker, right? We knew that already. And yes, she's obviously still alive. Somehow, there are items from the previous dimension in this dimension. So either Jake is going to bring them over with his weird trans-dimensional device, or they're in the inventory of the kids right now, and they actually got sent back in time and became... the people who are dead now, which I really hope that's not the case. I really hope they get to team up, you know? It would be so bad if John and Jade and Dave and Rose never showed up again. I mean, I guess Rose and Dave would get to. Like, they'd get to be parents this time instead. But I really hope that, like, child versions of themselves are still around and can team up with these guys, or else like what was even the point of all of this? I don't know. I'm getting a scary feeling that perhaps we're gonna find out that this is actually just the John from our timeline the whole time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping what actually it is it's just the... Who would it be? I guess Jane would then create the Paradox clones in this universe and send them back in time. And then the two just get swapped. So John's group gets sent back into the past like originally Nana's group did. And now Jane's group gets to live in the present. I'm really hoping, because it would suck so bad if we never saw them again. Like, the trolls could maybe still be alive, but they'd be like adults too. And yeah, I don't like the sounds of that. That just sounds bad. It'd be like tragic and touching, but like not narratively satisfying. Anyway, let's just hope that's not true. And somehow all of these items found their way here through just regular shenanigans. If they did get sent back to the past of the universe, or like the very start of the universe even, couldn't Dave just time travel them forward? Or does Dave's time travel power only work in paradox space? I guess we don't really know. Do the hero powers or the god tier powers only work in paradox space? Because otherwise, I guess Dave could have... Could he have gotten back to Earth? I don't think he could have gotten back to Earth. But if there was a way for him to get back to Earth, he could have time traveled back in time to warn himself about the game. Right? So I feel like they have to... Either Spurb is so contained that you can't get back to Earth from your session, or the powers only work in paradox space. I don't know. But what can I do for a question of the day today? If you could choose... This is silly because I should have done this way back when in the original Troll episode. In fact, maybe I did. It's kind of hard to remember these questions because I say them at the end of the episode and it barely comes into effect. People answer them, obviously, and I go like, oh yeah, that's a good answer. But I don't like think about the question again after that. I might have asked this in like episode 2. So actually this is different. This is different because now Rose and Dave are parents instead of Bro and Miss Lalonde here. Which parent would you want the most, I guess? Would you want Egg Dad? I guess we can go between the two universes, too. Would you want Universe A Egg Dad, Universe B Egg Dad, Miss Lalonde or Rose, Bro or Dave, or I guess Beckroll is really the parent figure for Jade, but we'll go with Grandpa or Jade. I think, honestly, Jade would be a very good parent. I feel like the rest of them, it's questionable, you know? I guess Egg Dad is also a good parent. We've seen that in both timelines. That has transcended both of them, so that might be the best pick. I can't see John being very good at it, just honestly. I just can't. Dave, absolutely not. Bro, we already know is bad. Miss Lalonde isn't that great. And I don't think Rose would be that good either. So really, it's either you choose Egg Dad or, like, the dog. Becquerel isn't even a parent, and Grandpa's dead, so that doesn't really help. It's either Jade or Egg Dad, I think, personally. But I'd be interested to hear your takes. I'm pretty sure everybody's just going to say, obviously not Bro, because we all know that. But do you think Rose could be a good parent? Do you think John could be a good parent? I guess John wouldn't be your parent because it'd be Egg Dad. But I don't know, just throw him in there anyway. Throw in Jane as well as Nana. Or, you know, same difference. Also, I did mean to say this. I'm assuming the Paradox thing still happened. Like, there's still Paradox clones. Which is why in the previous episode, some people were confused when I was like, well, Jane is going to have an awkward moment when she finds out her crush on Jake. Yeah, finds out something about it. Because they're paradox siblings, right? Still, I'd assume. I'm assuming that hasn't changed between the two universes. That, well, I guess now their genes are being taken from different people, right? Because it's not being taken from Bro and Nana and Grandpa and Miss Lalonde, but it's being taken from Rose and Dave and John and Jade. So maybe that does change some things, but still, I think they probably end up with the same paradox siblings, probably. But I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Anyway, yes, thank you for watching. I forgot to say like and subscribe at the beginning of the episode because I'm a dingus. So I guess dislike and unsubscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.